Some say that the world is coming to an end. Maybe they're right. For more than a year, everything has been plunged into chaos. The sacred holy empire of Abel, once a symbol of power and stability, has fallen. Broken and fragmented, the nations that were once part of it sought after the empty throne, and now the shadow of an insane war threatens to engulf everything. Oblivious to the conflict, the Order of Nathaniel, founded centuries ago to keep humanity safe from what lurks in the night, continued its restless fight against the dark. Over the ages, the Order waged countless secret wars, always hiding from mankind that the monsters who walked among us, our darkest fairy tales, were still there. And then, 2 days ago, something unexpected happened. While the Order was negotiating a way to stop the upcoming conflict with the warring states, the Red Lady, a high-ranking member of Nathaniel, stole one of the artifacts that the organization had sealed in the dark long ago. The Biblos, a book written with the blood of the founder of the Order. Nobody knew why she took it, nor the importance of the artifact, but I, Romeo Exet, leader of Nathaniel, did. Understanding what was at stake, I was forced to send the best agents of the organization to recover it at any cost. As fate would have it, amongst all of those agents, it would be the girl with no name, a cursed child bringing calamity with her, who would find it.
This place is devastated. I didn't think that the war had already come this far.
Ignore that nonsense, baby. What mankind does doesn't concern us. Our prey is near, I can tell.
At last we will have some fun.
What is it? Uneasy? That's not like you. You have nothing to fear. You are the bearer of calamities. You have at your disposal the most powerful weapon in the whole of creation sealed in a damned book. You've got me.
Shut up.
Welcome, Bearer of Calamities. I knew they would send you. Unfortunately, you've come too soon. I have not finished yet.
Lady, in recognition of your years of work for the Order, I will give you a chance to surrender and return the Biblos.
As pragmatic as ever. Well, I didn't expect a greeting from you.
What have you done with this place?
Make no mistake, Bearer of Calamities, I had nothing to do with the destruction of this city. Its inhabitants left before the armies of the Empire arrived. To prevent them from taking it, the people set it on fire and killed everyone who wanted to stay. It's human nature. War, murder, death. It is something you should already be accustomed to.
I didn't come here to listen to your pointless speech. Give me the artifact. I will not ask again.
Unfortunately, I'm not finished with it yet. But don't worry. I've prepared something to entertain you in your creature. Goodbye forever, Bearer of Calamities.
Wait! Damn.
Has anyone ever told you you're too pushy, my dear?
Wow, an existential barrier, and one of substantial power, if I may say.
Suggestions?
I sense two, no, three seals that support the barrier nearby. We must go back and find them if we want to move on. Don't worry. I'll make them visible for you, baby.
Lady,
I'll admit, I expected to have a little more time, Bearer of Calamities. The Biblos is not ready yet.
what do you want?
Want? I don't want anything, my dear. I'm just an instrument of salvation. But I don't expect someone like you to understand that. But you, my dear, were a fool for coming here. This whole place was built for only one purpose. To seal the very core of your power. You look frightened, dear. Are you afraid of monsters again?
Monsters? Those are no monsters. Let me show you what a real monster is. Ergo. Monsters.
I love it!
Impressive. And to think that you only have a fragment of your true power. I guess this leaves me no choice but to interfere. I shouldn't have underestimated the power of the Calamity. But it matters not. The ritual is complete.
What is this all about, lady? I don't understand you.
Oh, but you will, my dear. Everything is about to begin. Ugh! You should not be!
Who are you?
Baby, this guy's no joke. His power is too much for you.
I know.
Too late.
What?
Look out!
Once more. The same dream. Always the same. The little girl runs. She runs to escape the horror that haunts her. But what she sees at the end of the darkness, it's just an even greater nightmare.
Wake up, Sleeping Beauty. It's time to get out of bed.
Ergo? What happened? Where are we?
Not a clue. After that light, everything became chaotic. I only know that when I regained consciousness, I was in this place. I've never seen anything like it.
How long have I been asleep?
A few hours. Before you open your big mouth to complain, I tried to wake you up earlier. But stay calm. I assure you, nothing has come close or done anything to you while you slept.
Thanks.
Well, except me.
Ugh.
So, what's the plan? Are we still looking for your artifact? Or shall we try to find a way out of here?
First of all, I think that the most important thing would be to find out where we are and how we got here. Let's collect all the information we can, and later we'll have time to make an appropriate decision.
Listen to me, babe. There's another thing that I need you to know. This place is oppressing me, as if it's trying to choke my very essence. My powers, and therefore yours, are greatly limited.
And that means?
That you're screwed. You'd better be careful.
You're worried about me? I don't need that from you. At the time, I didn't want to admit it, but I was calm just because he was there with me.
Wow. Is it really you? You can't stop seeing me. Not even after a generation, eh?
I have no choice. There are just some children who need a lot of attention. Hello, Ergo. You can't complain. This time you got a real beauty. There's no comparison to the previous bearers.
Nah, she's just a crybaby. You and your eyes are still my favorites.
Are you trying to hit on me again?
Just until it works.
Sorry for ruining your date. Is it possible for one of you to tell me what's happening?
We meet at last, Bearer of Calamities. Sorry for my lack of respect.
Glad you know who I am. Unfortunately, I still don't know who you are, creature.
You don't know? For real? Pathetic. The whole of mankind owes everything to this woman. This creature, as you call her, is who, against all odds, managed to deceive and seal the most powerful monster which has ever walked the world.
You won't say it was you, right, little book?
You are Elianai Grimoire, the founder of Nathaniel, the first amongst the great saints. You're the woman who sealed Ergo in the Book of the Void.
Well, more or less. I'm happy to meet you.
Forgive my rudeness. I didn't anticipate anything good from one of Ergo's acquaintances.
I can't blame you for that. Also, my appearance is not exactly reassuring.
Are you dead?
I am as alive as you, but my body is in stasis due to some problems in the past. What you see now is just a spiritual projection that my mind, awake only for short periods of time, can generate.
What's happening, Ellie? Even if I know I am irresistible to you, I know you're not here for me. For you to get personally involved in something is not a good sign.
I'm not here of my own accord. Something called me, and I'm not alone. Just as you are, there are things gathering in this tower. Entities with real power. Some are already here, and others, they are still coming. I don't know what it was, but one of the worst ones was just at the end of where I met you. But I think that it already left.
Are you kidding me? Should I remind you who you're talking to? I can blow up this whole place with one finger.
I can feel how weak you are, Ergo. It's useless to hide it from me. I've never seen you like this. In your current condition, I'm not even convinced you're going to be fine. Or if she will, for that matter.
My lady, you don't need to worry about me. I have a mission to accomplish entrusted to me by the Supreme Inquisitor.
Bearer, I know the artifact you're looking for very well. It's a book written by my sister with her own blood. I can assure you, it's not our priority now. I still don't understand the scope of what's happening and where we are. I tried to reach some of these entities, but without success. It seems that access to them is somehow closed. There are different seals somehow linked with fragments of their essence. Maybe if we could obtain some of them. But
What's happening?
I am unsure. Sorry. I don't think I can sustain this form much longer.
Ellie!
You should... Sorry.
Wait! Damn.
Don't worry. She will be fine. She's a tough one. We will see her again soon. For sure.
Okay, let's go. Let's meet those things.
That sounds nice.
Those statue heads. What?
They were guardian spirits. If we want to pass through, we need to find those things and destroy them.
They can't be far from here. I can feel them.
Good girl! You really are doing your homework. You may be able to control my powers better than I thought.
Shut up.
Alarm! Intruders! Heretics!
Any idea what the hell those things are?
I'm guessing there's some kind of protector totems.
They're heavily guarded against magic. We should find a way to climb up there. Let's look around.
So you really do have the ability to move between rooms in Arcane. They're definitely different from the rest.
You're the entity that we saw before in the central room.
Correct. But it would be better if you don't ask silly questions like who I am or what I'm doing here. I can't answer what I don't know. I can just tell you that I'm an inhabitant of Arcane who, like you, can move around freely. It's a pleasure, milady.
Do you happen to know anything about this place? What's happening here?
I'm not sure. In my own way, I'm as lost as you are. I can only say that this is a place of memories. Made of memories. If you look around with care, you may find fragments of the very essence of this place.
What do you mean?
Let me give you an example. The zodiac seals and the columns of this area have some very special features. Activated by a normal being, they become white and pure, but when activated by a dark entity, they darken. If you combine the seal's colors properly, you may obtain a result that can be very useful for you. To know which color each seal must be, you should check the masks that are beside them. If the mask is telling a lie, you must make the seal dark. Whereas, if it's telling the truth, the seal must be white. There's at least one thing I can assure you. The Mask of Leo is telling the truth.
Everything is confusing. I was a creator, the greatest of all, but I committed a sin. Now I have only what I deserve.
We meet again, Wanderer of Arcane.
You're different from the other shadows.
Because I have awareness of everything around me. You could say that.
I've seen more like you. They were locked in a prison. I tried to talk to them, but they were not lucid.
Nor will they ever be as long as they're there. For many of them, that's not where they belong. In their correct rooms, they would be more lucid, as you say.
So I just need to free them?
You can't release them. It would be impossible for you. The tower won't allow it. They're too entrenched in their memories.
And you think that some bars will be a huge impediment? Idiot.
What imprisons them may seem to be metal bars easy for you to bend and destroy, but I assure you, it's much more than that. Each place is a whole existence by itself. It's the very concept of a prison which contains them.
So there's no way?
I didn't say that. I said it was impossible for you. But why are you interested? Do you have some relationship with any of them?
A few seem to have relevant information for us.
Interesting. I think I'll help you with this. It may be worth contemplating what will happen.
Can you do it?
Every gate has an exit. Every prison a way out. Just as there are doors, there are also keys in the tower. I can open them. Here's one. It will open any door, but only one. Like I said, there are more in Arcane. You only need to find them. But it would be better if you were both very careful when choosing which prisoners to release. Not all of them tell the truth. Not everyone deserves to be imprisoned. Not everyone deserves to be freed. Choose well. It will bring consequences. And even if you find all the keys, in the end, One door will remain locked. Now go. I'm done talking.
Ergo, what are you?
Yes? And what did they say?
There were all kinds of theories. Some said that you were a malevolent manifestation of thousands of evil souls. Others theorized that you were a higher demon from another plane of existence. And some people thought that you were a god.
And what do you think?
I think that maybe you don't know what you are. That sometimes you're simply lost. So, what are you?
I am Ergo Mundus, little girl. No more, no less.
You really wanted to destroy the world?
Make no mistake, little baby. I never tried to destroy it. That's a stupid misconception that you people have about me. I've said it over and over again. My only intention was to sit on the Imperial throne.
But why?
Because I was told that it was impossible. It was a matter of principle. I would look bad if I merely let it pass, don't you think? Also, I was so bored at the time. I am power, babe. Absolute and unstoppable. Don't forget it.
And what about all the people who died in the uprising against you? All the innocents that you killed?
I have never killed anyone who didn't fight me. I am a monster, babe, not a murderer. Maybe the ones who decided to follow me did, not me.
But they were your followers after all.
I never asked them anything. They simply decided to tag along with me, as if I was some kind of savior for those who lurk in the shadows. Can you really blame them? For centuries they were hunted and destroyed. Even then, that was stupid. If they wanted to destroy mankind, they should have simply waited in the dark till humans couldn't find any other enemies than themselves.
What do you mean?
Look at the world. Can't you feel it? The ultimate war is coming. The Empire has fallen, and many want to take the throne. Millions will die. At the end, mankind is its own worst enemy. Don't you think?
I think that sometimes we may be lost. We can hate and destroy, but we can also find our way. There is hope for us, Ergo. If you see the darkness, it's because there's light.
Sometimes I think that you really are too nice for this job. That, or you're simply an idiot.
Why did you take my name away?
I did not. I mean, not because I wanted to. It is something that happens with all the people who sign a pact with me. My essence consumes something from you to link yourself with my power. It takes away a part of your existence. Other people forgot your name because, well, it's like that part of you never existed to begin with.
And you? Do you know it? My name?
Oh, maybe.
Could you tell me what it is?
No.
How did you end up sealed in that book? I mean, I've heard the whole story more than once, but I always wanted to hear it directly from you.
Oh, come on. For real? What do you want to know that? It's an old story.
I won't force you, but I am really curious.
Centuries ago, soon after I appeared in the world, I fought against the Empire due to a little misunderstanding. When I was about to win, my body, my real form, was temporally shattered in a fight against the greatest agents of Nathaniel, the Empire, and the Church led by Elenii Grimoire. But it was pretty obvious for them that I couldn't be really destroyed. Ellie understood that it was just a matter of time until I would reform myself in a new body, and created a countermeasure against me. She put a part of me inside of this book, an ancient artifact full of seals made of her own blood, and tricked my spirit to go there. I was pretty confused in that moment, so I really fell for it. When I understood what was happening, my soul was already fused with this vessel, and her seals limited my power. And voila! I had become a book. Fun story?
Thanks for telling me. Why do you work with Nathaniel? I mean, we are the ones who sealed you.
Well, when I became a book, my movement and powers were quite restricted. Nathaniel could not destroy me. Even in this form, they never found a way to finish me for real. Especially because no one knows if I could simply reclaim my old body again. So, they decided to lock me down. During that time, the only one who visited me was Ellie, which made my confinement bearable. One day, when I was really bored, she came to me with a proposal. If I agreed to loan my powers to Nathaniel, I would be able to go back to the world, helping the organization to destroy things that could be a menace for everyone. That manipulative woman. I couldn't say no to her. You know very well the rest of the story. A catalyst was needed to use my powers, a human medium that could supervise my actions. For that reason, the first bearer of calamities was born, someone that would be able to use me, bonding with my essence. At least, that way I would be able to loosen up from time to time. But honestly, all the previous bearers were a bunch of assholes.
Welcome to this, my humble room. My name is Velez. It is a pleasure for me to meet such distinguished guests. A monster without fate, and a young lady who has lost everything. Calm down, you have nothing to fear. I'm not an enemy. Though I suppose I would not consider myself an ally either. I am neither a memory nor a guest of the tower. You could say I'm a simple intermediary.
He speaks the truth, baby. I feel no hostility from him. In fact, I don't feel anything from him at all.
I know, but I can't help being uneasy. There's something strangely familiar about him. Velez was your name, right? Excuse me if I was rude. The truth is that it's been a difficult day.
Do not worry, my dear. Under the circumstances, it's logical that you are confused. You're not the only one here who feels this way.
Bearer of calamities, I felt your presence.
Lord Romeo?
Exet, are you kidding, babe? The damn Supreme Inquisitor here?
Shut up!
I am outside the building. Our forces, our armies, Nathaniel, the Inquisition, they are all here. I used all my power to create this gap that allows us to communicate, but it is unstable. We must be brief.
My lord, lady, she's dead. And the artifact is still missing. But it's just a matter of time before I...
Silence. What is happening is much more serious than you think. Far more than any of us ever thought. Just one person predicted it. And now we're too late. The whole world is in chaos. Many of the rules of reality are breaking. And this place is the source of everything.
I'm sorry, my lord. I don't understand.
The book you had to recover, the Biblos, was a collection of prophecies made by Herael Grimoire. They described certain conditions that would cause the end of the world. The object itself was unimportant. What mattered was the content. According to her omens, when a certain number of unique entities were reunited, they would bring about the end of all existence. For centuries, we have called these creatures the Messengers of the End, a suitable name for those who are considered the harbingers of the world's destruction. However, we never exactly understood all the intricacies of the prophecy, nor were able to locate all of the messengers, until now.
My lord?
They are coming, bearer of calamities. Many are already here. This place is attracting the messengers to its core. We don't know how or why, but these creatures are meeting here for the first time. But we cannot enter. The tower is not in the same reality I am, where any of us are. Before me, there are only ruins and desolation. But you are already inside, which only means one thing. You are the last resort we have. You are my weapon, the darkness that devours darkness, my instrument of destruction. Find them, annihilate them, all of them, or the world will not see many more sunrises. We will try to stop them here before they arrive, but many will enter through the crevices between realities. Now go, Hunter of Shadows. You have much to do.
Hail and well met! Had I known thy arrival would be so swift, I would have prepared us some tea. Whither art my manners?
Koppel. I've heard about you. I know who you are.
Thou flatterest me. But please, calleth me Jonathan. I hath also heard about ye, the legendary Ergo Mundus, and its beauteous nameless owner. Thou art even lovelier than they hath said.
Are you behind all of this? You created Arcane?
My most humble apologies. I fear thou art mistaken. I have been invited hither the same as thee.
You are one of the most powerful known entities, Jonathan. You expect me to believe you're here by chance?
This place hath calleth me. I heard its voice, and hither I am.
Get out of here, Jonathan. I have seen part of your life. I don't want to be forced to destroy you.
Oh, come on. Are you serious?
Thine offer is much appreciated. However, 'tis futile. Not only can thy power not penetrate mine defenses, in truth, I needeth the book thou art carrying.
Is this some kind of joke?
This place doth offer me power. Power to do what I wish. In exchange, I needeth thee to cease to exist, Sir Ergo. I shall hence obtain the advantage I require to best the others. Verily, some of us art terrifying.
What do you mean?
It matters not. Alas, milady, I have given thee a chance. Ah, what a joyously festive event awaits! I have met my end. 'Tis not at all well met and merry.
Huh? This power.
The dream goes on. The little girl is still in the dark hallways of the heart of the Order of Nathaniel. Around her, there are dozens of sealed rooms which contain incomprehensible monstrosities that should not exist. The Inquisition brought the child there only a few hours ago. They said it was just for protection, to be sure that she was safe. Although the truth is that they didn't know what to do with her. It was too dangerous to let her live, but she was still an innocent child. Even the most radical amongst them didn't want to kill her just because her blood was different. A blood that would empower any supernatural creature who fed on her. The Inquisition thought that her pursuers would not be able to enter the holy city of Nathaniel, so they would have time to decide what to do there. They were wrong. The little girl can't run anymore. The long hallway ends, and in the darkness, she finds a closed door. With her frail arms, the child opens it. She hopes that inside, she can finally hide from the things that follow her. Those who pursue her are the same monsters that had destroyed her village. The ones who took her parents away. The ones who stole the little world that she had known. Her small eyes look around the room. A chill runs through her body. It seems that no one has been there for a long time. But it is not empty. In the center, there is a book. And somehow, looking at it, she feels even colder than before. Ergo? What happened?
I'm not sure.
For a legendary godlike entity, you know very little.
I was near omnipotent, baby, not omniscient. Knowing too much always spoils the fun. My guess is that the core was linked to that entity. After we destroyed him, it couldn't hold itself together and collapsed. Following that, we reappeared in this place. I don't know why you lost consciousness. There's something else I want to tell you. Little girl, that power, the one you felt there, it's mine.
What do you mean?
After kicking the ass of that guy, something came to me. I thought it was merely assimilating his essence, but it was more. I regained part of my power, my real power. The one I am unable to use, sealed in this book.
Why are you telling me this?
Honestly, I'm not very sure. I guess I just wanted to play fair with you. Or maybe I just wanted to freak you out a little. In any case, it is true. And the plan is...
You don't need to ask. We'll stick to our original goal.
I can't complain. This is becoming much more fun than I thought it could be.
Welcome back, Bearer of Calamities. Inform me of the situation.
My lord, everything here is quite chaotic. I still don't understand what's happening inside this place. But you were right. Some powerful entities are being summoned here.
You are a weapon child. You don't need to understand anything. Just destroy them before the omens can be fulfilled. The world is at stake.
Yes, my lord. I have already begun. If nothing else, one of them is destroyed.
Romy, could you give us a little more information on what's happening outside? Not to mention about this whole damn prophecy thing.
Ergo Mundus, don't talk directly to me ever again. Your power may be necessary, but I don't need to discuss anything with you.
Oh, do you have a problem with me?
Problem? Your mere existence is a problem, creature. Tame your beast, Bearer of Calamities. It is a necessary evil, but not one I must tolerate.
Shut up, Ergo Mundus. That's an order. My apologies, my lord.
No need. Now go. At least one more messenger is already inside this place. Destroy him. Here, take this. It may help you in your mission.
Lady Ellie and I.
Hi, bearer of the annoying book. I'm glad to see you again, safe and sound.
How are you, Ellie? The last time we saw you, you seemed to be in some kind of trouble.
Worried?
No, I know how difficult you are to kill firsthand. And everyone knows that it took a manifestation of hell itself just to knock you out for a while.
Lady Ellie and I. Lord Romeo Exet was able to contact us. We have our orders. All our forces are outside, while we need to destroy certain creatures.
Little Romeo is involved too. This is as serious as I thought. He thinks that it is the prophecy, right? The one that my sister foretold. The messengers of the end. If that's the case, it means that once all of them are reunited, it would trigger the end of the world. But something is wrong. I feel it. I will try to talk with Romeo, if I'm able to manifest myself outside.
Why are you in this place?
Honestly, I have no idea. My manifestations are too chaotic. I can't even move freely around here. I'm limited to stay in some rooms. Once I've regained enough strength, I will manifest again in the center of the core room, and from there, I will try to explore other places to see what I can discover. If you need something, I will be there from now on. This mansion is Nascal's workshop, the messenger known as the Puppet Master. In this place, he created countless masterworks and destroyed countless lives in the name of his art. Such genius, wasted by madness. I think that somewhere in the mansion, there was a picture of my sister titled Grimoire. It seems that we are really popular in Arcane.
You shouldn't be here. This is my core.
Nascal the Puppet Master. Come out. Don't hide in the shadows.
Go away. If you won't, I will destroy you.
Answer me. What is your intention coming to the tower?
I did not come. I was brought here. I heard a voice whispering in my head. I saw a light, and then I was here.
I have seen your memories. The things that you've done. The lives you've destroyed. Everything. You lost yourself and became a monster.
Wrong. I never lost myself. That was all for the art. And what about all the things that you have destroyed coming here? And even before that, we are all sinners looking for an answer, hunter of shadows. The only difference is the reasons.
Come out. Let's put an end to this.
I will. You will be wonderful marionettes. I can see them in the theater. The marionettes. They are wonderful.
Huh? This power.
Baby, what's happening?
The dream becomes more lucid. The little girl is inside the huge room. There's nothing there. Only a strange book, hanging from the walls wrapped in old chains. Everything has become silent outside. And for a moment, the child thinks that maybe she's finally found a safe place to hide. But she also feels that she is not alone. Slowly, the little girl extends her small arm towards the book. Darkness, wrath, loneliness. Everything that fills the place comes from it, and she feels that that book is also lost. Before her little fingers reach the cover, the sound of the door opening behind her makes the child freeze in terror. One of them has found her. And again, the dream becomes a nightmare. Again? This is becoming repetitive.
Yeah, it's losing its edge. Are you okay, baby? You seem to be having a pretty awful dream.
You can bet it was bad. You were in it. And I already told you I don't need you to worry about me.
That's the spirit.
Hi again. I'm happy to see that you're okay. I am trying to manifest myself in other rooms, but it's far more complex than I thought. So far, there's only one thing I'm sure of. Some messengers are already on the upper floors, but we are unable to reach them. This place has its own rules. It's not something as easy as simply jumping over there. There must be some way to open the seals that block the entrance to the second floor.
What is your relationship with Ellie and I?
Jealous?
You wish, Ergo. But I was wondering why you treat her so differently from the others.
She really is something else. Maybe the only person I respect in the world. She has done some crazy shit. You know why she's like that? Long ago, before even facing me, she sacrificed her own body to destroy an entity which was feeding off of dead gods.
You mean the first war in the shadow?
Yeah, and even in that pathetic half-life status she's in now, that crazy woman was able to face me and lure me into a trap.
The great Ergo Mundus didn't see it coming.
Oh, no. Of course I knew it was a trap. She told me directly. But it was like the throne thing, a matter of principle. I couldn't just ignore the chance to fight the greatest powers in the world, you know.
She outwitted you and you lost.
Let's call it a technical tie.
You lost and ended up sealed in a book.
La 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 la, I can't hear you.
Romeo Exet?
It's not hate. I mean, that guy is freaking powerful himself. Probably the most powerful human being I've met since Elenai, and I respect that. But there is something in him that I despise. That attitude. He behaves as if he is some kind of savior who can't ever be wrong.
Too similar to you?
I'm not human, baby. I am what I am. But that guy, I told you, there's something in him that I can't stand. But what about you? It looks like you are his biggest fan.
He and Lady were the only ones who treated me like a normal girl. He has no qualms calling me his weapon, his instrument, but he was nice to me.
That's just because he's not afraid of me. It's another way to prove that he's better than everyone else. Oh, someday, I wish I could have a chance to kick his ass.
That is something that's not gonna happen.
A book-hidden dream?
Welcome back, Bearer of Calamities. Inform me of the situation.
My lord, another messenger has been destroyed by my hand. But there's something that's concerning me. Their destruction is affecting us in a strange way. Somehow, with each one of them that falls, Ergo's seals become weaker and weaker, and my own condition is getting worse.
None of that is my concern. I have heard some strange theories from Ali and I, but honestly, Even if they are true, it changes nothing. Our priority is to prevent the prophecy from being fulfilled, and I trust in your ability to keep the calamity at bay. Now take this and go. You have much to do.
Are you okay?
This feeling. It's the same as when we were pulled into this place for the first time.
Look around. If this tower is really made of memories, then this land doesn't belong to anyone. But somehow, I'm not calmer for it. Be careful.
What was all that about?
Even I can't tell you. Be careful. We are missing something. Anyway, the important thing is that we are on the upper floors. Let's look around here. Babe, the Guardian, he had something different. I noticed it when I absorbed its existence. A magic formula codex. Very primitive, but linked to the seals of this place.
Add the formula to our magic. With any luck, it'll resonate with the seals in this place. Maybe we'll be able to activate them now. Do you know anything about this place? Or why it's full of statues bearing your likeness?
As far as I know, I think that this is the Cathedral of Arenas, which was destroyed 700 years ago. I don't have admirers from that time, so no idea about the statues. I also don't know anything about the messenger who could be linked to this place, but I heard that this place was the prison for some kind of evil. What I can tell you is that Arenas was controlled by magic codes. If you want to move around, maybe you should pay attention to the doors and find where you can activate them.
Babe.
I know. It's him again.
It's too late for Ramatek. I have already destroyed it. You won't be able to reclaim it now.
So you can talk after all. Who are you? Are you one of the messengers?
You are the ones who call me that, but yes, I suppose that you could say that I am one of them.
Are you the one behind all of this? The one who brought us to the tower?
Maybe you really don't know anything. Maybe you are just another pawn. But even then, it doesn't matter. You must be stopped. Your world won't be saved.
You monster.
Enough. We don't have time. This place won't hold itself much longer without Ramatek around.
You leave her out of this. I'm sorry. I know that you want the cool guy spot in this drama. You even brought your own attire. Nice coat, by the way. But the role is already taken.
Dark Messiah, I'm afraid that letting her out won't be possible.
You really don't know who you are messing with, boy.
Let's end this. Your story.
This place! It can't hold itself together anymore!
You were saved by the bell, pal.
And so, the story goes on for you. Just a little more. Girl, you should wonder if you really want to become an instrument of salvation.
What? The monster looks at the little girl. It knows that it's over for her. The child cries, shouts, and tries to escape. But the monster is faster. The claws penetrate her flesh, and she collapses with her body broken by pain. Everything will be over soon. But then something happens. A drop of the little girl's blood falls on the old chained book. The world becomes silent. And suddenly, they are not alone anymore.
Hi again, Sleeping Beauty. How are you? Honestly, you don't look too well.
I've been better.
This messenger thing is really messing you up, you know. Not that I dislike seeing you screwed, but only if I'm the cause.
Sweet as always. My lord, a new messenger has been destroyed. However, this time it wasn't my work. A nameless entity did it. One which has identified himself as a messenger. He was the one who killed Lady.
From what you are saying, Bearer of Calamities, that entity was here before this whole place was summoned. He may be—
We can't be sure yet, but he was talking about me becoming an instrument of salvation. I was wondering if the Grimoire prophecy mentioned something similar to that.
No. This is the first time that I've heard such a term. But it doesn't matter. Destroy that creature on sight. There is a good chance that all this could be stopped if he is defeated. Now take this and go. You have much to do.
We need to hide in the darkness, baby. If he finds us, it's game over. We should wait until he's away, and move only when he isn't close to us.
How can we beat him?
You can't win here. We are inside his nightmares, his world. In this place, he is a god. He could rival me, even when I was in top condition. We need to find his core, if we want to stand a chance.
This place is full of darkness. Its mere nature constricts me. I don't think I can help you too much here. But don't let your guard down. There's one thing that I can assure you. The messengers of this area are much more powerful than the ones in the lower floors. Sorry, I can't give you more advice here. Be careful.
Ergo Mondis, this is an unpleasant surprise. Welcome to my realm.
Malekith? Hey, buddy! Long time since we've seen each other. I guess you're doing great with that cool city you were building last time.
You were great once, Ergo. I respected you. You were a prideful, crazy bastard, fun enough to challenge the whole existence. I even remember that I wondered if, for the first time, I was in front of something greater than myself. But now, look at you. A mere chained dog. A tool following another person's will. Not even a shadow of yourself.
Oh, come on. I've heard this story a lot lately. Too much even for me. I didn't know what was happening at the time, and it's not my fault that I can't die.
Ergo, there are times in which death is a much more appropriate ending for a story.
Stop this charade. Don't talk like you're better than him. You're just a monster that feeds on others' fears.
Oh, the owner protects its pet. You think that you are better than me? That I don't know your story, what you fear, the voices that you hear when you close your eyes?
Shut up.
Fine, I didn't mean to mess with your mistress. You know the rules of this place, don't you? Winner takes all. So, have you come to kill me?
More or less. It's kind of complicated. But I guess you should be used to that sort of thing. After all, you are a big evil bastard yourself. Honestly, I thought that you would be out there, killing the rest of the club.
I won't. I hate it when others try to tell me what I should do. Even to obtain power. I am fear, Ergo. I am the shadow that lurks in everyone's mind.
I am nightmare itself. I don't need more power.
I'm beginning to get tired of all this talking. How about we start going wild?
You mean something like a you kill me or I kill you type of scenario? No, old friend. This will not even be a fight. It'll be a one-sided annihilation.
You are so damn right.
Impressive, old friend. I didn't think that I could be defeated. Maybe this is my end. Well, it is not so bad after all. Look out, Ergo. This place is not what it seems. The messages of the end. We are not being reunited. This is just a facade to hide the real reason why we're here. They are summoning just a few of us. The ones who are needed.
What do you mean, buddy? Who's doing this?
It is coming back, my friend. The darkness that I see when I close my eyes. And even the old, you could not stop it. How do you expect to do so, now that you are so weak? It's yours, Ergo. My share of the power. I doubt it will help you. Goodbye, old friend.
Shit! It's the same thing again!
Ergo?
No! Try to resist, babe! Come on!
Ah! From the darkness comes a man. He looks around the room, paying little attention to either the child or the monster, as if neither of them mattered in the slightest to him. The monster insults the man who came from the darkness. The creature says words that the child doesn't understand, and urges him to run away, unless he wants to end up like her. But the man who came from the darkness laughs, and talks for the first time. In this world of fools, you must be the king of them all. Let the lesson begin, he says with a smile on his face, and pounces on the creature. The room is filled with screams of terror and pain, but this time, they come from the monster. And then, silence again.
Hey, babe. Maybe you should stop doing this. You can be someone unique, but you're still human after all. You can't handle any more of my power. If things go on like this, I will be free soon. The seals that contain me in the book won't withstand much more of this.
What will happen to me if you're released?
You will be erased from existence, like if you never existed to begin with. Only I will be able to remember you. Let's forget all this shit and get out of this damn place. Come on. I'm really tired of this. I really doubt that the world will end. Too many messengers are already destroyed to cause the Grimoire prophecy.
We can't risk being wrong. We'll follow Lord Exet's orders to the very end. All messengers will be destroyed.
Why are you so obsessed with this, baby? I know that you lost your family when you were a child, but you're not the kind of person to simply hate everything.
What do you know about me? I have no name. I have Nothing. Being a hunter, the bearer of calamities is all I've got. All I am. Without that, what else do I have?
Well, you've got me. You are the only partner that I only hate a little.
You're just doing this because you're afraid, aren't you? Because you don't know if even Ergo, the almighty legendary monster, would be able to survive if your current form is destroyed.
Go to hell, human. Thanks for reminding me of who we are. Bearer of calamities.
So, you finally found a way to open those doors. It seems that everything in this tower is related to those fragments of memories and the essence of the messengers. Look around us. The seals on the ground also react to them. I'm trying to understand how they work. Somehow, there's something really familiar about them. But I shouldn't take any more of your time. As soon as I find something relevant, I will make sure you know.
Things are getting worse out here, but I'm sure it's not easy for you either.
Thank you for your concern, my lord. Another one has been defeated. But I'm afraid that Lady Ellie and I was right. The messengers. They're becoming more powerful with each one that falls. And this is affecting us too.
Elianai is a problem, child. At first, we thought she could be unstable due to the influence of the tower. But I fear that it is much more than that. What she knows, and her connection with Arcane, is unnatural. We think she is deeply involved with everything that's happening, or even the architect behind Arcane and the Grimoire prophecy.
You, Creighton. Is there something wrong with your head?
Be quiet this instant, Ergo Mundus. I'm sorry, my lord, but I share Ergo's concern. The First Saint may be an unusual woman, but she's been an ally to us from the beginning.
I don't want to believe it either. She is, after all, the founder of our order. But everything she has done so far, even the relationship between Ergo's seals and the tower, could be her plan to regain her lost body. Just be careful with her. We can't be sure of her real intentions. Now take this and go. You are getting closer to the end of this nightmare.
The Shrine of the Seasons. This place is a legend, even for me. I don't know about the messenger who's here, but you can bet he's going to be a problem. The shrine will be a challenge not just for your power, but also for your intellect. Pay attention to every detail. I'm sure it will be full of secrets.
And who are you supposed to be?
A cool, silent type, I see. Babe, this guy is going to be extremely problematic. He's divided his soul, and the pieces are in different dimensions.
Suggestions?
Take care of him here, and give me freedom to move in the spiritual world. Remember, it's vital for us to destroy them at the same time. We need to coordinate ourselves.
Ergo!
That was close. Be careful, you idiot.
Are you okay?
You're worried about me? Get ready. Here comes the power surge.
I'm not sure if I can do this. Ah! In the middle of a pool of blood, the man stands like a shadow, a dreadful entity of nightmares. Suddenly, the man who came from the darkness notices something. The child, completely terrified, is clinging to him with all the strength that her tiny arms allow. For other people, the man would have been much scarier than any monster. But for the child, he was her savior. "And who are you, little baby?" he asks. And then, I always awake. Everything was devoured by him, but he gave her something much more important. Hi. No funny comment this time?
No need. I think we said all that could be said to each other before.
Ergo. I'm sorry. The things that I said to you last time. You were really worried about me, weren't you? The horrible monster, Ergo Mundus, was worried about me. I really am afraid, Ergo. I feel like something inside of me is breaking. If even you, who's never afraid, were worried for me.
Ugh. You are a real idiot, baby. You really think that I would let anything happen to you? Oh, man. It's just too much fun for me to tease you to allow that to happen.
Idiot.
Don't worry. You'll get through this. I'll make sure of it.
Thanks, Ergo. Thanks for everything.
Let's go. We need to find out just what is happening here.
Welcome back, my child. You have done well. I'm proud of you. I always have been.
Thank you, my lord.
You have always carried the weight of a sin you didn't commit. Something that was imposed on you by chance. But here you are now. Your work is almost done. There is only one thing left for you to do. We know who the last messenger is. We always knew the creature which stands on top of Arcane, the one destined to rule the tower and destroy the world. That calamity was here from the very beginning. He is the final enemy that you must face, the last thing you will have to destroy. You know what it is.
My lord, what are you asking of me?
I am asking you to save us all. I am asking you to destroy the ultimate monster that could annihilate the world. You are not a child anymore. You know what I mean. Open the door to the last floor. Do what must be done.
You know what he's asking, don't you? Was a close one. Congratulations. Not many entities have been able to push me as far as you have.
This is the end, messenger. Whatever it was you were trying to do, it ends here and now. Just tell me something. What did you want to achieve? Was it the prophecy of Grimoire? Is that why you did all of this?
So you really don't know anything. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that you are mistaken. Your prophecy is a mere legend, and I am not the one who is behind what is happening here. I was just trying to stop it.
Then who?
Nathaniel, your own order.
Honestly, couldn't you have thought of a better lie?
Believe what you want, but it's the truth. This whole place, Arcane as you call it, is part of an ancient sentient being which was sealed ages ago. Baal, the Gate of Memories. 7 centuries ago, mankind and those like me who dwell in the darkness fought together against it in a desperate attempt to save us all. Months ago, Romeo Exet rebuilt this place and prepared it to hold a unique ritual. He needed many components to make it possible, but thanks to your order, he obtained them all.
How do you know all of this?
I, who was among those who fought Baal in the past, was attacked by your order. A part of myself was necessary to undo the seal. Nathaniel failed to destroy me, but during the fight, the one you called Lady was able to escape with some of my blood. They needed Eliani's too, but since it was impossible for them to obtain it, the Order used her sister's blood, which was inside the Biblos. I guessed what could be happening, but I arrived too late to stop the summoning ritual, and like both of you, I ended up trapped inside this labyrinth of memories. But don't be mistaken, I am just an uninvited guest in this story. Everything has been orchestrated just for you two. All this time I was trying to reach the foundation of Arcane to stop Baal before he could awaken. I merely destroyed the other messengers to prevent you from becoming too powerful. At first, I thought that you were cooperating with him all along, but it seems that you and Ergo were just unwitting pawns in his plan. Very important ones, I think.
Nonsense. If what you're saying is true, tell me why Lord Romeo Exet, the Supreme Inquisitor, would do such a thing.
I am not the one you should ask.
So I must believe you were trying to help.
Not all who live in the darkness are the monsters you have been told about. Many of us lived among humanity for a long time, hidden among you. However, it doesn't matter if you're human or a creature of darkness. If no one does anything, we are all doomed.
You have already said too much, creature.
You? I saw you die.
I am sorry, child. Everything is much more complex than you think. Right now, I need to take this. See you around.
Damn. What is going on?
We both know that there's only one person who can answer you now.
What are you doing here, Bearer of Calamities? You know your orders.
My lord, I know what this tower is. I know you and Lady summoned this place using the blood of Grimoire and trapped us within.
Impressive. I would ask how you were able to discover this, but I suppose such a question is irrelevant.
You don't deny it?
Why should I? I don't have anything that I should be ashamed of. Besides, you already know everything, don't you?
I know many things, yes. But there's one thing I don't know yet. Something that I really need to ask you. Why?
It was for the world. It always was. Gaia is on the brink of war. A fratricidal confrontation that we won't be able to stop. All our attempts to reach a peaceful resolution have failed. We called ourselves guardians and protectors of humanity for so long. And now, we can't do anything. Millions will die. It's so ironic that sometimes it makes me want to cry. But I understood. Humanity needs something that unites all of us. An enemy that makes everyone, regardless of their nationality, race, or creed, stand together towards a common goal. A real monster. But it couldn't be just anyone. It had to be a dreadful monster, an unlimited and unstoppable creature that would make darkness itself rise with him. However, we couldn't simply release something like that in the world. We needed the ability to control it, limit the destruction that it could cause. An unstoppable monster that we could stop. And there you were, Ergo. I gathered those who shared my vision. I explained what we should do, and they decided to follow me of their own accord. I didn't include you, dear child, because I feared that your faith in humanity could tarnish your perspective, and if you refused, Ergo would know our intentions. and everything we were building would collapse. But the calamity, limited by the seal system created by Alienai, could not yet serve our plans. Everything was orchestrated behind Nathaniel, using the myth of Harael Grimoire's prophecy to hide our intentions. I chose Lady to be your successor, the last bearer of calamities, something she was delighted to do if she could free you from the weight of Ergo's curse. The Byblos, written with the blood of Alienai's sister, was all we needed to invoke Arcane and partially awaken what was slumbering inside. In the past, this place was used to seal the greatest evil, one that surpassed all others. Even you, Ergo, are nothing more than a fragmented shadow which emerged after its fall. Baal, the gate of hell, an entity born from the darkness that is hidden in the core of humanity and nourished by the essence of dead gods. In the past, it tried to manifest in the world and was about to engulf everything. The cost was higher than anyone would have thought, but finally, diminished and weakened, Baal was sealed forever. It is arcane. All that you have found in your path are but shadows of those it has touched, scattered fragments of its power that you had to claim, so that you could recover all your strength, breaking Alienai's seals and replacing them with stronger and easier to handle chains. That's what you've been doing, absorbing fragments of Baal's power to become the ultimate monster, our monster. Unfortunately, there have been complications. Somehow, one of the real messengers discovered our plan and came to stop us, and even Alienai herself was invoked by our ritual and became an impediment. But in the end, all is ready. Now you know everything. What has begun can't be stopped. You need to finish the ritual, and therefore create hope for humanity. If you don't listen to me, the whole world will descend into a war you cannot even dream. And all that pain, death, and destruction will lead to the return of Baal. Now leave this room, climb to the top of the tower, and do what you know you should do. So, this is your choice then. I am sorry. You will be a necessary sacrifice, one of many. Lady, take the book and complete the ritual.
Yes, my lord. Hello, little girl. Did you miss me?
Lady.
I'm sorry, child. I really am sorry. I truly tried to spare you from this. But sometimes fate can make us do things that we don't want to do.
I'm glad that you're alive.
You shouldn't be. I have all the power that the Byblos has absorbed from Ergo. I am far more powerful than you now. I'm the bearer of calamities.
Enough of this. I should have known that you couldn't win against the calamity.
No, my lord,
I said enough! I'll take care of it from now on.
Be prepared. Here he comes.
I am the Word. I am the Savior. My hand will bring the salvation, and those who stand against me stand against the world. Get ready. Romeo Exet, the Supreme Inquisitor, will face you. No! Impossible! I cannot fall. If I do, mankind falls with me.
My lord. No. Romeo. I may just be a child, but I believe that salvation can't be born from lies. It can't be forced that way. If even a monster, as you call Ergo, is able to change, people can too. We need to believe in them and fight for that.
Foolish child. It is already too late. If you don't go up and complete the ritual, it will awaken. In the depths of Arcane, under this place, the door of Baal will open. everything will end.
You still don't understand then. There is always hope. Goodbye. In that moment, my eyes teared up. My throat became dry. My heart stopped beating. For a second that seemed like years, for the first time in my life, I saw a true monster.
That thing? Ellie and I was not joking.
It's gargantuan.
It's not the size. I have easily destroyed bigger things before. But its spiritual power is overwhelming. To make matters worse, this is just a small part, a fragment of its true self trying to escape from that aperture.
It knows.
What?
It knows that we're here.
You really are special, baby. You're absolutely right. It knows.
How can we stop it?
The door. We need to destroy the anchorages that support it. They are part of it. The ones that link Baal with the real world. With them gone, this whole place will collapse.
You make it sound so easy.
This time, it won't be.
The last anchor is gone. It's collapsing. We need to get out of here.
No, it's not over.
What?
It's forcing itself out, transforming everything in its wake, dragging us into its world. Be ready.
Where are we?
I don't know, but it is here.
Why do you try to stop me? It is you who called me here. I am life. I am mankind in its purest form. The world created me. You created me. You wished for a reason, and I became real. Why? People needed a justification. For pain, for sadness, for death, for evil. There must be a reason for everything, people thought. And they called me here. I am you.
Did we win?
Yes. Baal's fragment is destroyed. It has lost all links to the world.
What's happening, Ergo?
It's not over. The door is still open from the other side. It must be closed from there, or everything will have been for nothing.
No!
I'm sorry. We both know that it is the only way. You can't go in there even if you wanted to. Only I can do this.
Stop! I told you to stop!
I wonder when it began. When this crybaby, this girl, became the most important thing in my little world. I was alone. I always was. Since the moment I came into existence, lost and without memories. I was always trying to be part of the world, trying so that everyone would recognize me. And then, you appeared in front of me, and every day became full of light. What is this? Tears? Don't cry for me. Don't make me, just at the end, feel like a human being.
Don't go, Ergo Mundus! I'm commanding you!
I'm sorry. This time, that is an order that I can't obey. Now get out of here. This place won't sustain itself much longer.
Ergo!
I'll see you, Anne.
Idiot.
It's over. Somehow, those two were able to prevent Baal's materialization. Well, Lady Ellie and I, what will you do now?
I have consumed too much power, and I can't stay awake any longer, little Romeo. But I won't forget what you did today. I will leave everything in your hands, for now. You have much to atone for. If you stray from the path again, I will be the one to stop you.
I will not forget that.
So, you're still alive.
I could say the same of you. By the way, I don't think that we were ever properly introduced. My name is Anne. It's a pleasure.
Hello, Anne. My name is John. You know, the world is still on the brink of chaos. A war could break out at any moment. But before that happens, I'm sure that you will be engulfed in the spiral of fate once more. Nathaniel will forsake you. Darkness will hunt you. What are you going to do?
Well, I am the bearer of calamity.